Hello everyone and welcome to Farming Simulator 19 with your host, Hardtruck1. Hello everyone, welcome back to the farm. Um, I worked on getting my recording system to kind of smooth out a little bit. Um, as you can see, it might be it's a little blurry, but I had to do that because otherwise it was jump, 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 jump whenever I did anything. And as you can see right now, see it's actually really kind of smooth, um, even though it is still a little jumpy. So I hope you guys will hope the video quality will actually come out pretty good and everything and all that other good junk. So, but anyway, um, here we are back on the farm. In between last episode and this episode. On last episode, if you remember, we ended the video with getting some chickies. So, this pen actually has, let's look, 100 black chickens in it. And all they're doing is just going to get us some eggs. Is just basically we just got to keep the cleanliness of their feed trough of their up, and keep food in their pen. And yeah, they'll produce us some eggs. Now these won't give us any reproduction statuses because we don't have a rooster in here. So all they are is just to give us a little bit of supplemental income with the eggs. So last episode we planted the field in wheat, and as you can see I kind of missed an area right there, but that's okay. So this is what we got plus what's in the here. Now we'll definitely be keeping this, and I guess we'll continue to seed. We'll continue to sow in the ground wheat, because that's what we're going to be feeding our chickens here. And we really don't have the ability to store this yet. The only way that I could store it is just leave this one here and buy a different one. I really don't want to buy a different one just yet. So that's that. We've got the little bobcat with the big old shovel on it. So when the area right there becomes a little bit untidy, we can tidy it up. The little combine still has the big head on it. I just left it alone. However, before we start seeding, there is going to be a couple of changes that we're going to have to make. So first change is we're going to forego our no, next one over. Our weeder in favor of the sprayer. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because one, I added an extra mod that is very, very nice and very forthcoming, and that is a GPS mod. It's not the GPS mod from if you were watching my 2017 and 2015 series. It's not that GPS. It's a little bit different, a little bit more updated and everything, but we'll get into that when we get ready to do so. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop the seeder where it's at. We're going to grab the weeder, and we're going to take it down to the shop, sell it in favor of a herbicide tank for the farm, and we'll place it over there with the others. However, while we're down there at the shop, we will also be actually, and this is the real cool thing about this new GPS mod, is we now have to actually equip our vehicles with the GPS mod. So this one, we're going to equip it because this one is going to get the most use out of the GPS mod. The Combine, we really don't need the GPS mod right at the moment. For a simple reason, for the simple fact that since the power unit can really truthfully not run the head uphill, we don't need it. Until we can get a bigger power unit for the header, since we need a bigger power unit for the header, I'll have to keep running the Combine the weird way. And I see that my video still jumps a little bit, but that's okay. It's a little bit more smoother, I believe. And you guys can tell me in the comments if it is or isn't. Like, it seems like it's a little bit more smoother. It's not like a jump lag. It is jumpy, but that's all it is it's just jumpy, jittery. Could almost bring it down to jittery. But anyway. So this is our plan for right now, is we're just gonna sell our weeder here. It's been faithful, it's been true, but I think herbicide is going to be the better bet of it. And if we can catch those plants way before they grow, they won't be there at all with the herbicide. Now the herbicide, you can actually spray the herbicide anytime, actually. So it's not like the weeder here where you actually really truthfully have to catch the weeds in the first stage, I believe, before this will work. Everything. Now, being that said, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't spray them until you can't do what is called preventative spraying, which basically means that you just go out, you spray the field with a herbicide, and voila. Okay, so we're gonna sell this. Yes. Okay. So we made 15 grand on that. We're probably going to be down 5 because, like I said, we're going to put we're going to see about putting, I believe we can customize. And there it is, global positioning system. And it's going to be 15,000 to put it on. Does that change anything? Oh, it does. It adds something. Oh, it adds something over the top of those. Okay, whatever. Interesting. Anyway, okay. So, yep, we want to customize it. Yep, we're gonna put that 15,000 into the tractor. Oh yeah, okay. I forgot to put up that. Okay, so one more thing that we're gonna do is we're going to, like I said, go into here. We're gonna, oh no, this one. We're gonna go into miscellaneous. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna go with the herbicide. And we're gonna run over here. Sorry for the jumping around. Spin this around real quick. Alright. How do it? Okay, so can't put it right next to that. But we can come over here and try to get out. There we are. Okay, cool. So now what we'll do in order to fill the sprayer is what we'll do is we'll actually come in and we'll back straight into the fertilizer tank, and hopefully we can pull from the fertilizer, and the same way with the herbicide. The herbicide we can actually put over here. But, yeah. Okay. So, after doing that, as you can see, the GPS is in, and it's telling us that that is pretty much the direction our that's the center of our tractor. So with this GPS unit, what it is it's kind of more, instead of you just entering in how wide your machinery is. I mean, you still do the width thing. But instead of having to just put it in, enter it in, and then you hit, and then basically you just kind of center the tractor where you want it and center it. So what this does is it actually takes, oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, I can go up. What it does is you can take, it takes a processing variable instead of like the old one where you had kind of like a snap points and stuff. So this one, what you do is you have to set 2 waypoints on whatever field you're doing, and then you enter in the width of whatever machinery you have, and then it basically calculates based on where your line is, the line is that you made. It then bases the line, or the width, it auto does the width and stuff based on that first one and everything. And then you can have it as basically just a guideline, or you can actually have it as or you can actually have it drive. And in this case, we'll probably just have it as more or less a guideline, but I wouldn't mind using it every once in a while to actually steer for me. And as you can see, depending on which direction we go, is which direction the line goes. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of the field. I know how wide I want to make. So, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go. And it says that it can use just 15 meters to take and make figure out the where it needs to be. But a friend of mine that also plays this game that also has the mod, he recommends going from one end of the field to the other, at least on the first one, to give it its best thing. So now, it does have an interface, so what you do is you use Control S to open up the guidance system. So here we can enable the steering guidance, disable it, we can turn off the lines or show the lines, we can have the snap train angle, I don't know what that does. Here you can have the width, here's the width, you can incremental width, or you can do this, which is auto width, and what that does is it'll automatically detect the width of the machine. Then we go over here and we can do nothing there, AB, auto B, A heading, auto, okay, and we can set A, set B, we can do current track, and we can track, name the track, we can create a track, save it, remove it. So it looks like we can actually add a lot of different tracks to this. So maybe what I'll do is we'll start a track. So this will be track. We'll do we'll call it track 14 to start with. I don't know what that does. Alright, I don't know how to remove it, but alright, so we'll do there's keyboard shortcuts, so if I do Alt E, Control. Alright, hold on. That was the wrong button. I believe I can do, okay. Set A. I want that. Oh, right, that, hold on. I gotta go here. I gotta go on. Auto width. And then set A. And there you go. As you can see, it's somewhere in there, it's got a little A or something in there. I'm confused. It's not acting. When I tried it out earlier, it's not acting the same way. Let me go really quickly. I do apologize for the technical stuff. So let's see. I need to check. So I need to change this one to set guidance point from that to that because this conflicts. Left Alt E conflicts with another mod that I have, so. Oh, you know what? I didn't save that. Dang it. In order for it to stay, you have to stay. You have to do that, and then you have to hit Save Controls. There we go. Now see the A that just showed up in the middle of the screen, if you can? Here, I'll scroll in a little closer. See the A down there on the tire? That's what you want it to do for the auto. So now basically what we do is I'm just gonna turn on the machine, and we're gonna go ahead and start planting some more wheat. And then when we get all the way up to the other end, I'll stop and I'll do the Control E again, which will put our B point. And I'm just showing you on the seeder. I'm not going to use it with the seeder. So I'm going to stop right about here. And we're going to do that again, and there we are. And then as you can see, these two blue lines, if you can, have shown up next to the tractor. So now, if we just go ahead and lift up and turn around, now as you can see, they're there. Now, if I wanted to, now basically if I wanted to, all I'd have to do is press, Wrong buttons. Alt X. And there we go. Now, I just hit that button. And there we are. The tractor is now driving itself. I don't have to do anything except for turn it around at the bottom. Now I believe it does have auto turn capabilities, but I don't know if they're set up right now in this version. Because right at this moment, this is basically a beta version of the mod and everything, so it's going to take some time before it's spit and polished. And as you can see, I'm not using it because really truthfully right at the moment, this is not where I really need it. Where I really truthfully need it, and that may be very seldom, is when I go to fertilize. And if I actually go and use the old or the fling sprayers is what they're called, then that would be kind of the reason why I would use it. That and the other sprayers, if you know the fields are like in like stage 2 or stage 3 of growth, and you have green on green, you have green grass on green things. Well, kind of like what we were having trouble, kind of like what I was having trouble with with soybeans, because soybeans are green and weeds are green, but the problem is when you get both of those colored greens, it's really hard to decipher. It's really truthfully hard to decipher the colors. So chances are I was not getting the correct paths, and I was having to rely on looking at the map every once in a while to see where I was. But now, with this mod, we can really truthfully go back to soybeans and be able to have soybeans as our main crop, and we could actually net probably quite a bit out of it. Now, this is not going to take the GPS mod is not, for me, it's not going to take priority over, you know, doing it manually. No, because I really do love doing stuff manually. And the reason why I say that is because, case in point, I have said it forever. I am a real life farmer, and most of the tractors that I use don't have the capability of having GPS on them. And no, the farm that I am on, which is a family-owned farm, and it's not a very big farm either. Pretty much, we don't have the money to upgrade into this style equipment, so yeah, so we are fairly well stuck with manual vehicles, and you know what? I don't mind that at all, because I believe that manually driving a tractor is just like driving a manual car. It's like if you really truthfully don't understand how doing a field manually is, then you should not become a farmer. That's like um that's like having a truck driver that's driving an automatic. It 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 can be done. I mean, yes, automatics are coming. Automatics are really truthfully becoming a pretty well-known thing right now, or now. But the problem is you're losing the ability to actually drive, in my mind, to actually drive that truck. Really, truthfully, all you're doing with an automatic is putting your foot on the throttle. Actually, anymore, you don't even have to do that because of cruise control. So basically what you do is you accelerate, bring it up to throttle, and then, yeah, you basically do nothing. So, alright, so we're going to get back in that tractor. We're going to bring up this, and I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to auto width. I want to see. Okay, so that is not actually setting the right track. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so that's just that. Alright, so unfortunately I have to make a separate track. Okay, so let's do this as track 4, track sport 14, F slash H for fertilizer and that. I forgot to save that other one, which I don't really need to. Alrighty. I wonder if I... Oop. I accidentally dropped off the thing. Alright, so let's... auto width. Okay. That looks... Go over just a little bit more. Oh yeah, that looks better. Oh, okay, that looks much better. Alright, so we're gonna go Control E. Now, I know I'm spraying at 8 miles an hour, which I could actually spray faster, but we're not gonna. We're good. Alrighty, so after I get this one done, go to there. Alrighty. There we are. So you're automatically. So now we can automatically. We're just gonna try. I keep doing the wrong button. Alright. Yes, I know I'm driving on the neighbor's crops, but the neighbor don't mind. Wrong button. I'm gonna have to change where that auto preventive thing is. Alrighty, there we go. So with that being done, this is not a mod showcase. It never was, never will. And the reason why it's off a little bit is because it's, you know, point A to point B here. But anyway, um, anyway, so I hope, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I am enjoying the series by far. I'm gonna do this. Just gonna back up. Spraying this. Alright. I'm gonna swing around. And as I'm swinging around, I'm gonna do my outro, which is not very much. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this, season of, or this, I hope you guys are enjoying this, series. We'll be, I'll be adding a few extra, I'll be adding a few extra, mods to thing. There will be, we'll have a mod. I'll have a mod for, another tipper mod actually for us here pretty soon, and it's one I think I'm going to enjoy. I think you all are going to enjoy. I just got to put it back in because it's a mod. It's not a big mod, but it's not a big mod, but it's just one that you kind of have to. Look away at certain things because of the fact that the way the person has made it. But anyway, so that will be, I don't know, a few episodes from now. Hopefully our chickies will have some eggs for us by next episode, so I can show you them, and plus show you the vehicle or the thing that I bought for them or got for them. So anyway, I'm rambling. Here, let me shut the tractor off, hop out. We'll stare at the tractor while we make it out. Anyway, so I'll have probably this up and running, up and gone again. Hopefully the chickies will have some eggs for us to deal with, and yeah, so, and I hope you enjoy the season. So anyway, I'm Hard Truck 1. This is Farming Simulator 19, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters.